women over 50 should dress their age. Let's talk about it. Women over 50 should dress their age. Really? Who decides that? Was there a meeting somewhere that I missed? Did someone hand out a rule book that says at 50 you should stop wearing color, at 60 you should stop wearing fitted clothes, and at 70 you're supposed to disappear altogether? Darling, today we're having a conversation, okay? Not about fashion, not really. We're going to talk about identity. Because I don't believe women over 50 have a fashion problem. I believe many women over 50 have forgotten who they are. If you're new here, my name is Jacqueline. I am a confident, older Jamaican Soft Life Seamstress. I've been sewing and helping women feel beautiful for over 40 years. And today I want us to have a very honest conversation. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. The reason I ask you to hit the bell is because YouTube doesn't always show you new videos. The bell helps make sure you don't miss my conversation like this that might be exactly what you need in this season of your life. So let's get into the video. Now, most women ask, am I too old to wear this? But that's the wrong question. The better question is, does I feel like myself in this? Because somewhere along the way, many women stop dressing for themselves. They start dressing for approval. Approval from the husbands, approval from the children, approval from church, approval from co-workers, people you work with, approval from society, approval from complete strangers on the internet. And after years of dressing for everyone else, they no longer know what they like. They think that if I walk into the closet right now, would I see you? Or would I see years of compromise? Would I see the woman you truly are, or the woman everyone expects to be? That's the question we're sitting with. Okay? People say women over 50 are trying too hard. I totally disagree. I think many women over 50 stop trying, not because they're lazy, because they became invisible to themselves. They spent decades taking care of everyone else, raising children, supporting husbands, building careers, helping families, showing up for everyone. And somewhere along the journey, they abandon themselves. Not intentionally, it happens little by little, one compromise at a time, one sacrifice at a time, one postponed dream at a time, until one day they look in the mirror and wonder, who is that woman? Darling, have you ever felt that way? Have you ever looked into your closet and realized nothing reflects who you are today? Not who you were 20 years ago. We're not talking about that. Not who you were expected to be, but who you are now. I understand this deeply. Trust me, I do. Comfy. I have reinvented myself multiple times. I've started over. I've moved from countries to countries. I've raised a daughter all by myself, single mom. I've worked multiple jobs, 7 days a week, for over 7 years. I've built businesses. I have survived seasons I've never expected. I've gone through times when I didn't recognize myself either. And one thing I've learned is this. Reinvention starts when you stop asking permission. When I turned 60, I spent a month in Dubai reconnecting with myself. I'm not telling you about it, go take off a month. I'm not saying that. Not because I was lost, but because I wanted clarity. I wanted to remember who Jacqueline was beneath all those roles. The mother, the wife, the glamour, or grandmother, the employee. I took off a whole month without pay. The business owner, seamstress. I wanted to reconnect back to me. And that's what many women need. Not a new wardrobe, because I'm sure you have some nice pieces in there. A new relationship with themselves. Let's settle something once and for all. Fashion has no age, no darlings. Style has no expiration date, no darlings. Confidence has no age limit, no darlings. Some days I want a classic elegance. Some day I want color. I'm from Jamaica, I love bright colors. Someday I want bold. Someday I just want adventurous, something comfy. Some days I just want to be comfortable. And some days I just want to be a little sexy. And guess what? Every version is still me. Why do we give ourselves fewer options as we get older? Why do we shrink when our wisdom expands? Why do we become quieter when our experience grows louder? Who benefits when women stop expressing themselves? Certainly not the woman. I believe every decade should bring more freedom, not less. What if, let's talk about judgment. Because that's really what this conversation is all about. Most women aren't afraid of clothes. No. They are afraid of criticism. They're afraid someone will say, she's too old for that. Can I tell you something? People judge regardless. So wear the dress. They judge. Don't wear the dress. They judge. Trust me. Be bold. They judge. Play small. They judge. You cannot build your life around other people's opinion. Because the people criticizing you aren't living your life. You are. And if someone has a problem with your confidence, that's their work, not yours. Every outfit tells a story. The question is, whose story are you telling? The story of fear, the story of obligation, the story of hiding, or the story of becoming? Because clothes are never just clothes. They're communications. When you walk into a room, your clothes speaks before you do. What's it saying? Does it say, I'm still hiding? Or does it say, I've finally come home to myself? That right there is the difference. I believe there are two closets. The closet of woman you were, and the closet of the woman you are becoming. Most women keep dressing for the first one, what you were. But growth requires letting go. You cannot step into a new season wearing an old identity. Sometimes the transformation starts with a simple decision to stop hiding, to stop apologizing, to stop shrinking, to stop asking permission, to stop waiting. Because, darling, time is moving whether you are moving or not. I want to challenge you. The next time you get dressed, don't ask, what will people think? Do not ask that question. Ask, how do I want to feel? Powerful, elegant, playful, creative, confident, free. Dress for that feeling. Not for approval, not for permission, no. Not for acceptance, no, but for alignment. That's where the magic begins, when you align with your true self. If this conversation spoke to you today, I want you to download my free reinvention checklist. I've designed it to help women to reconnect with themselves and create a life that actually love living. The link is in my description or in my bio. Because reinvention isn't about becoming someone new. No. It's about returning to who you've always been. So next time someone says women over 50 should dress their age, smile and remember this. Your age is not your limitation. Your age is your evidence. Evidence of everything you have survived. Everything you have learned. Everything you have become. Dress for yourself. Dress for your energy. Dress for your joy. Dress for your truth. And most importantly, dress for the woman staring back at you in the mirror. Because she deserved to be seen. Okay? I want to tell you a joke before I go. Every time we go out mostly on a Saturday evening, and I would put on my clothes and go outside and show my husband, asking what shoes or whatever. And he repeatedly always say, "You're not wearing that, are you?" I'm like, "Why? This is a quaint little town. You're not wearing that." I said, "No," I said to him, "Watch me. Because I'm not dressing for this quaint little town. I am not dressing for my husband. I am dressing for how I want to feel. And if I want to feel sexy, I'm going to dress sexy." So this is what I wore last week Saturday for dinner in our quaint little town. This is the awesome, cute little dress. It has sheer. So it shows up my fat. I don't care. It has sheer in the back. It's long. It's a gown. My husband said, "You're wearing a gown. We're going for dinner." Yes, I want to wear a gown. I am the queen. I'm from Jamaica. Our mother country is London, England. I am the queen. And as my great-grandma always said, let me show you a picture. I dedicated my book to her. She would say to me, "Jackie, put a mirror at your front door. And before you leave, check yourself out. And if you can sit and have tea with the queen, go back and change." So I'm always having tea with the queen because I'm a fellow queen too. Okay? So this is my outfit. That little ruff is the kind of camouflage the stomach. And I teamed it with a cute little bag. Beautiful. Very reasonable. Got it on. I'll put a link in. Little bag. And of course, these shoes. Gold too, with this very unusual heel and straps in the front. Okay? That's what I went for dinner with my husband on Saturday evening. And before I go, I wrote a book. This is Not a Practice Life by Jacqueline Young Landy. It became a bestseller on Amazon. I wrote it during COVID. And it comes, I should put two stood up. It comes in hardcover, it comes in paperback, and it comes in Kindle. Go on Amazon, put the name in, and purchase it, and read it, whatever form you like. Hardcover, paperback, or Kindle. Read it. And please go back and write me a review. I greatly appreciate that, and I'm grateful for your support. Let me show my grandma in there. And I dedicate the book to her. Here is the front page. It's an easy read because it has pictures in there. It's an easy read. But that's my grandma. Same picture right there. She's right in my dressing room. But let me read what I dedicate this book to her about. There are people who have a defining presence in your life and make an impression that shapes you for a lifetime. For me, that was my great grandmother. She lived 107. I'm going for 110. This book is dedicated to the woman who taught me to never leave the house without taking the last look. Clementine Arosa Joseph, thank you for teaching me the importance of the mirror. And that's her. She taught me how to sew when I was 5 years old, and now I'm going to be almost 62. So, girls, darlings, let that all sink in. If you didn't get it that much, go back and listen to it. And please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell button so you won't miss any of my videos. Thank you for joining, and I see you in the next video. Much love. Bye for now. Bye.
Which one, the blonde?
Oh no, I can't figure it out.
Yeah, that was.